Are you tired of hearing that if you're diabetic, you're at higher risk of getting severe symptoms and complications if infected by COVID-19? Are you tired of hearing that you should always wash your hands and you should avoid touching your face? I'm not here to say that you shouldn't do these things. You should, because prevention is key. But let's face it, infection rates are still pretty high at the moment. Don't you wish someone would tell you how to be prepared just in case, God forbid, you did get infected? Let me explain. If you're thinking, how can I possibly be prepared for COVID? The answer is simply, have a plan. Having a plan in case you or a loved one becomes ill can be very reassuring and relieve some of the stress you might be feeling. It's like having a fire escape plan. Every building has one. You hope you never have to use it, but nevertheless, it's reassuring to know that it's there. Because it's not the day of a fire that you will come up with the best survival plan. So let's get to it. Here's what your plan against COVID can include. Number 1, gather and write down all the contact information for your doctors, your clinic, your pharmacy, and your insurance. Get the help numbers for your local public health authority. You don't want to be looking for all this information if or when you're not feeling well. Number 2, have an up-to-date list of all your medications with the names and doses written clearly. You can ask your pharmacy to print that for you. Having a list ready can save a lot of time and be super helpful for your healthcare team if, let's say, you had to go to the ER. Number 3, make sure you have enough medication and supplies at home, like test strips, monitor supplies, or pump supplies. No need to go to the pharmacy to order for several months at a time. Remember that pharmacies are open every day or almost, with a few exceptions. You just want to make sure that you don't wait until you run out before you go to refill. When you have about a week left of meds or supplies at home, that's the ideal time for you to go and ask for your monthly refill. Number 4, test your blood sugar levels at least once every day. Obviously, this is a general recommendation, and if you already test more frequently, then continue doing so. But if you have type 2 diabetes, you should absolutely know what your blood sugar levels are. Because the reality is, if you don't have a good control of your blood sugar levels, you have a higher risk of severe infection. The good news, though, is the opposite is also true. So your risk of infection is reduced if you do have a good control over your blood sugar. Number 5, take some time to learn and become aware of the signs and symptoms of HYPO and HYPER-glycemia, so low and high blood sugar. This is super important because every one of us is different, and the signs and symptoms that we each experience can be very different. Remember that understanding how your body works is essential to be able to manage your blood sugar levels. And when you're sick, managing your blood sugar levels is even more challenging. So you want to have a good grasp on doing that before you ever get sick. If right now you're feeling lost listening to me because you don't know what the signs and symptoms of HYPO and HYPER-glycemia are, or if you don't know how to test your blood sugar levels, we made our online course, Outsmarting Type 2 Diabetes, completely free to help you out with that. I'll put a link in the description box below, so check that out and take advantage of that free course. Number 6, make sure you have simple sugars or fast-acting glucose tablets on hand in case you need to treat low blood sugar. The reason for that is low blood sugar can happen more frequently when you're sick, because your immune system is weak, your energy levels are low, and your eating patterns may change. So be prepared by having on hand what you would need to treat a low. Number 7, stay hydrated. Drink water or unsweetened tea frequently throughout the day. This is something that isn't emphasized nearly enough and that a lot of people ignore, thinking, I'll drink when I'm thirsty. But you don't want to wait until you feel thirsty, because when you feel it, you're already dehydrated. And being dehydrated is bad, not only for managing your blood sugar levels, but also for keeping your immune system functioning at its best. Number 8, eat healthy. Of course, it has to be said. Reducing or eliminating added sugar, eating plenty of vegetables and whole foods, avoiding highly processed foods can all make a huge difference in your health and your blood sugar management. Number 9, get a good night's sleep. Ideally, you want to aim for at least 7 hours of sleep. I know it's easier said than done for most people, but sleep is the number 1 remedy for keeping our immune system functioning at its best. And the more sleep you get, the more ease you will have in making healthy food choices throughout your day. Benefits of a good night's sleep are endless, so I could go on, but I'll stop here for now. The point is, please try to make sleep a priority. And finally, number 10. If you don't feel well and have symptoms like cough, fever, or shortness of breath, please don't stop taking your diabetes medication and contact your primary care physician and your public local health authority so that they can guide you from there. If you've done your best at completing everything else suggested in this video, you've already maximized your chances at getting through it as smoothly as possible. Before I end this video, I just want to say that I understand that these past couple of months have been tough on so many levels. And I understand that there's an increase in our general level of stress. Believe me, no one is immune to stress. I deal with it, we all deal with it. And while everyone deals with stress differently, I want to say that it is possible to somehow use this added stress as a wake-up call to shift your perspective on health, or as a motivation to take control of your health, or as fuel to kick out your journey to understanding how your body works and what it needs to become and stay healthy. It's totally normal to be stressed about something we can't control, like a virus that's causing a global pandemic. We can't control that, it's out there. Can't do anything about it, unfortunately. But if that can help you come to the realization that you can't control a global pandemic, but you can take control of your health right now in this moment, that might very well change the outcome of anything that maybe might happen to you in the future. If you're feeling overwhelmed, know that taking control of your health now simply means understanding how to take care of yourself, empowering yourself to make changes and live with a little less worry. Just something to think about. I hope all of this has been helpful. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to sign up for our free Outsmarting Type 2 course. If you think that can help you, you'll find a link in the description box below. Of course, if you have any questions or comments, post them below. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care. I'll see you in the next one. But nevertheless, every building have one. Every building have one. Yo!